Hello. Okay, so we all know I am not famous for my editing skills. I use iMovie, but I want to get better because I really love watching aesthetically pleasing videos. So I think one thing that makes a good video look really good is when there's a good storyline, and I don't know how to do that. So this video is not edited well, at least not all of it. However, I will say there's one part of the video when I'll put the timestamp for it, but when you get to that part, I think all of it flows really nicely, and I'm very proud of it. So I just want to note on that, and maybe one day in the future I'll actually be good at editing and will know what good shots to get, what to film, what not to waste time on. But until then, I'm gonna film everything and basically include everything. So until I know otherwise not to. Okay, enjoy. Hi. Okay, I have to get ready to go to the English school. Here's the fit right now. I'm gonna change because obviously I look like a bum, so yeah. I'm probably gonna put my hair down when I get there, but it's a 30-minute walk, so it's gotta go up. And then Yosemite shirt, mom jeans, the Adidas, and my trusty dusty backpack. And we're ready to roll. Ugh. We gotta get it's our last time teaching in class here, I think.
Yeah.
Weird. Anyways.
Bye, upstairs.
A maioria dos missionários são bivocacionados, eles têm uma condição para ser apóstolo, por isso que o que eles estão fazendo aqui é um modelo, assim, né? Levantar todo mundo. Aquele negócio assim de que
She likes me. In the last video, I kind of feel bad because I was really roasting small dogs. Well, not roasting, talking about how much I hate them, but I like Lily at the moment. Good morning.
Hello, lady. Hello.
Lily wanted to join in on Bible time. So, I thought it would be a good idea to include you on the end of my Bible time. So, today I read Romans 15 and 2 John. So, I took some notes on it, and I'm just going to read what I wrote. So, it says, I just read Romans 15. Paul talks about his plan to visit them on his way to Spain to share the gospel. It stuck out to me, though, that he says his purpose in going to these different places is to fulfill what the Bible has said. Most people wait and do nothing, asking God to use them and waiting for it to happen. Paul takes ownership of it and goes out to do it with God's guidance. Most people seem to think that God is going to tell them exactly what to do, when God usually tells us what to do when we get there, which means we just have to go, we have to send it, and that's what stops people before they even start. I don't think I really have to include much more on that, but it really seems like people usually wait for some very clear voice from God to tell them what to do, or some very clear sign. And usually either one, we don't get a clear sign, we get little pokes and prods along the way from God of oh, you're going in the right direction, or no, turn back. Or God does give us a clear sign and we just totally miss it, and then we don't see it until hindsight when we're looking back. But people think that they have to wait for God to use them. They're like, oh God, please use me, and then nothing happens because that's all they do. They don't really put any effort in, when really you have to you can't just ask God to use you and then do nothing, right? You have to go out and actually put in effort to be involved and to share the gospel, and then God will guide you along the way. Hopefully that makes sense. And then, so the second part that I read about is 2 John, and this is what I wrote. Luckily, I already know the context for this letter. It's warning about having bad teachers / non-believers coming into house churches. And it's about non-believers teaching about God, not non-believers joining the church. So it's talking about people that aren't really following God or Jesus, whatever. It's talking about them coming into like a leadership position and being like the teachers of the church or like in charge of the church. It's not talking about non-believers like joining the church. So I don't want that to be taken out of context where people are thinking like, well, why is it saying like non-believers can't join the church? Like, isn't that what you want? Non-believers to come so you can make them believe? No, it's talking about non-believers like taking over like the church staff, I guess, and leading the church away from God. So, yeah. The important takeaway is to be mindful of the people you're learning from in your life. If you know someone doesn't follow God, then don't welcome their teaching, which is pretty applicable, not just in this area, but like if you're an architect and you're talking to someone who's not an architect and they start trying to tell you how to do your job, you know to not listen to them because they don't know what they're doing. Okay, I think we've all had that situation where someone tries to tell us something that they don't really know anything about. So they're like telling us the wrong thing, leading us astray from what we know is right. And that's the same exact thing with the gospel, that you have to make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that know the gospel and you can trust their wisdom and their knowledge because their foundation is in God. So it's important to have like the right people pouring into you. So that's my little sermon. You're welcome. Okay, I'm gonna taste test this Todinho.
Yes.
Okay, one of the most popular brands of chocolate milk in Brazil. I've had chocolate and it's okay, but it's time to see if this is better. Here's the tiny little box. It's kind of cute, but okay. The straw is not tall enough, so I'm taking a point off for that. But the chocolate milk is pretty good. I do have to say, American chocolate milk, no, I would say American chocolate milk is still elite to Brazilian chocolate milk, but it's pretty good. I think I like this better than chocolate.
Yeah.
So, there you have it, folks. Look how big this beetle is. That's ungodly. Most hideous mannequin I've ever seen. If you're being sad, just be happy. It's so easy. Take today a good day. Wow. I love me. Wow. Agatha said that I look like the guy on the right. Cute he is. Agatha's summing the cows. Oh my gosh. Oh. Look at them. This is the greatest day of my life. I freaking love cows. Look at this big boy. amazing. We found regular marshmallows. Heck yeah. I'm a new gal. I'm gonna floss. And I never floss, but I notice my teeth are getting a little yellow right there. So, time to floss. Or start flossing. Make it happen.